case you haven't heard, the Pope is from Chicago. The Pope. Just kidding, we know you've heard about it. We haven't shut up since. And he's recently come out in an interview stating his 4 favorite movies. And a lot of us are calling bullshit on this. So let me give you my take on what I think his 4 favorite films actually probably are. Now, my qualifications with this are I'm from the Chicago area, I was raised Catholic, I'm very observant, and I am not afraid to make fun of anyone. So first off, he states the film It's a Wonderful Life. Great movie, yes, absolutely, sure. I promise you the Pope is probably a much bigger fan of Goodfellas. When it comes to mob movies, you generally fall into one of 2 categories. You're either a Goodfellas person or you're a Godfather person, and the Pope reeks of Goodfellas. Next, he states The Sound of Music, which I'll give him 100%. That is absolutely an obligatory response that you have to give when being asked your favorite movie or a list of your favorite movies as a Catholic, especially if you're a little older. That's the safe answer, absolutely, but the real answer is The Sister Act, let's be real. Next, he says Ordinary People, which takes place in the Chicago suburbs, so he's going to get extra points for that, on top of being a good movie, absolutely. But let's be real, he also really probably likes Stand and Deliver. I mean, the dude majored in math. It deals with themes of reaching out to people who may not have had another opportunity otherwise and building them up for success. He's big on education. But then there's the movie that absolutely no one would have expected unless you are Catholic or were Catholic at some point in your life. La Vita è Bella, which in English is Life is Beautiful, as some people here may have known it. But why is that a Catholic thing? Why would Catholics know about that? Well, number one, it is a great film, absolute masterpiece, amazing piece of art. It's about the Holocaust, and in my opinion, it is probably the best Holocaust movie that's out there. But here's why it's a Catholic thing. I do not know what it is about Catholics. You know what, actually, I think I do. But that's a whole other topic. If you are Catholic, and if you're about the ages of my uncles, so like 65 or younger, if you have not already, you will develop at some point a special interest, a bit of a fascination on haywire on the Holocaust. It's weird. I understand it. I can't explain it. I could, but it wouldn't do justice. Like, if you're Catholic or if you were raised Catholic, you know exactly what I'm talking about, the whole Holocaust thing. But it's a good film. Absolutely wonderful movie. That's the one that I don't think he's bullshitting about actually being in his top 4. Not that I necessarily think he's a liar. I think he's like presenting like the Pope persona that he has. I just don't think he was necessarily being like Bob Prevost when he was giving those answers. Bonus points, the one movie that he absolutely should have said, but he couldn't because obviously once you hear what it is, probably the most Catholic movie of all Catholic movies, not just because of necessarily the content, but like understanding Catholic culture and like certain things that like Catholics tend to be into, The Exorcist. The original one, obviously from the 70s, but if you know, you know. Side note, I also feel like within the depths of my soul that this man saw Home Alone and really wanted to watch the old gangster movie that was in it. He searched for it, he poked and prodded around, he was trying to track it down, tried to find it, really wanted to see it. And then he learned that Angels with Filthy Souls, in fact, is not a real movie, was created solely for the movie Home Alone, and he was very disappointed. Again, don't ask how I know, I just know.